I, 26M, have been with my girlfriend, 24F, for 3 years. We live together in a condo I bought 2 years ago. I work in corporate logistics, she does freelance marketing. I thought we were building a future, but a few days ago, the mask didn't just slip, it shattered. We were in the kitchen when she dropped the bomb. Without looking up from her phone, she told me she wanted to celebrate Chocolate Day with her ex-boyfriend. I literally stopped breathing for a second. When I asked her what the heck she was talking about, she told me he was going through a rough time because his grandmother passed away. She claimed Chocolate Day was their thing, and he needed the comfort of their old routine to feel normal. She actually had the nerve to tell me not to be insecure because it was just a movie and some chocolate at his place. She wasn't asking, she was informing me. She was trying to take a day meant for us and give it to the guy she used to call the one that got away. When I questioned it, she pulled the classic gaslighting move, calling me controlling and unempathetic. I realized right then that if I fought her, she'd just lie. So I just said, okay. She was shocked, then thrilled. She called me a good guy and ran off to text him. Little did she know that okay was the start of the end. See, I know his best friend, 25M. Everyone thinks they're tight, but I knew a secret. The ex had cheated with a best friend's sister a year ago and was basically blackmailing him to keep quiet about a business investment. That was actually a scam. The next morning, she got dressed up in an outfit I paid for and left. As soon as her car, which is registered in my name, pulled out, I went to work. I checked the logs on our shared computer. It wasn't just a one-time thing. She'd been seeing him for 6 months. Even worse, she had been draining our joint savings account, money that was 90% mine, to pay off his gambling debts. They were planning to move to Florida together after Valentine's Day. I called my lawyer and filed an emergency freeze on the account and a breach of our domestic partnership agreement. Then I called the best friend. We met up, and I showed him the proof that his investment with the ex was a total sham. We decided to have our own Chocolate Day celebration at the ex's apartment. I still had a key fob from when I used to dog sit for the guy. We walked right in. No knocking. We found my girlfriend curled up on his couch, drinking my vintage wine and eating expensive chocolates. She screamed that I was stalking her, but I just pointed out that everything she was wearing and driving belonged to me. The best friend dropped a folder on the table. He told the ex he knew about the illegal recordings of his sister and the investment scam. The ex turned ghost white. My girlfriend started screeching that I was ruining his life and that I was selfish for caring about trust when he was grieving. The entitlement was unreal. I showed her my phone, the notification that the $15,000 transfer she tried to make to him minutes earlier had been flagged as fraud. I told her the locks at the condo were already changed. Her stuff was in a trash bag in a storage unit. The ex tried to act tough, but the best friend told him he had 10 minutes to return the stolen money or the cops waiting downstairs would come up to discuss the illegal videos he'd made. The ex scrambled to his laptop, totally abandoning my girlfriend to save his own skin. In the days that followed, she tried to claim I illegally locked her out, but my lawyer shut that down fast. We had a signed agreement that said if there was financial fraud or cheating, she lost rights to their residence immediately. Then she tried the ultimate Hail Mary. She texted me saying she was pregnant. I just sent back a picture of the medical bill for the IUD she'd had replaced 2 months ago and told her my lawyer was adding attempted extortion to the lawsuit. The best friend also found out the ex had used a fake employment letter written by my girlfriend to get his lease. He got evicted for lease fraud. The ex eventually took a plea deal for the recordings and the scam, leaving him with a massive debt and a criminal record. My girlfriend ended up in a cheap motel with no career prospects because word got out in her marketing circle about the fraud. I managed to recover most of my money through a settlement with the ex's parents, who paid me to drop the civil suit. The best friend and I grab a beer now and then. We're both just glad to be rid of 2 people who thought they could use us as human ATMs. I learned that, okay, is the most powerful thing you can say to a manipulator. It gives them enough rope to hang themselves while you go and find the scissors. I'm still in my condo. The air is clear, and I don't share my chocolate with anyone who hasn't earned a seat at the table. If you enjoyed seeing a good guy actually finish first for once, stick around and subscribe. I promise my stories have a lot more substance than the cheap chocolate she traded her life for.